Welcome to episode 92 of Regen Rovers. I've just realised that this series is now my longest ever series on this channel. The Chumps to Champs FM15 series, that was 90 episodes long, I think, and this is the 92nd episode, so we've beaten that, and we're not far off 100, and it's only, well, it's the end of February as I record this. There's still a hell of a long way to go this year until the release of FM18. I guess FM17's only been out for 4 months, or 4.5 months if you include the beta. So the adventure could continue for many, many more episodes. Obviously, the eventual aim is to become an incredibly big club, win the Champions League, win the Premier League, dominate Europe and the world, if possible. That is the eventual aim. If we don't get there, then we don't get there, but hopefully we do get to that point at some point. I do believe that we will be promoted to the Premier League before too long. Perhaps we'll have to spend a few years in the Championship, but I think we'll get out of League One possibly this year. I fancy my chances of at least getting to the playoffs once again, because we've got off to a good start this season. The main problem is the defence once again. They're just leaking so many goals, but I think we sacrificed that part of our game to score goals. If we were to sacrifice our strikers and play more defensive players, we just wouldn't score as many goals. So my style of play at the moment is outscoring the opposition, and you can kind of see that from our recent results. So in the last video, we lost against Bolton in the EFL Cup in extra time and managed to beat Shrewsbury Town 3-2. Perfect example of trying to outscore the opposition. Unfortunately, we did lose the next game 2-0 against Brighton and Hove Albion under-23s in the Checkatrade Trophy. And they actually missed a penalty as well. Lee Sivzelis with another penalty save. He is the king, isn't he? He's just so good at saving these penalties. Tim Green deputised for Stephen Dean and didn't have a very good game. Dibber didn't play particularly well at the midfield, and up front they didn't play great. It just wasn't our day, and it should have been more really. There wasn't many chances in the game, but Brighton, they were just too good in that first half. However, back to winning ways in the league with a 2-1 win against Newport County, and Spencer Drury with his first goal of the season in the 8th minute. What's going on here? Why are we seeing it in 2D? So this was his first goal of the season. Garber with the assist, and Drury just put it through the goalkeeper. Garber's been playing well lately, actually, in the deep line playmaker role, although he has got injured recently as well. So that was a bit annoying because he was just starting to find some form. Larry Udder managed to put us 2-0 up, but Luke Holland with a dreadful tackle to get sent off really put us on the back foot for the rest of the game. However, like I said, Udder somehow put us 2-0 up despite being down to 10 men. It was a breakaway goal. Spencer Drury into Udder, back to Drury, who found Udder with space and he powered it home. It was a cracking strike for his 3rd goal of the season. He's come back from injury and playing very well. In fact, Dupp seems to be the 3 at the moment that are in form. Francis Arthur Owusu got off to a great start, as did McGuigan. But these 3, their quality is showing through. They're experienced in the Regen Rovers team, and they're starting to find their feet this season. They did get a goal back, and it made it a little bit interesting towards the end of the game. Diaz actually got an injury, so I think we were down to 9 men for the last few minutes. But we held on for a very important 2-1 win. However, away from home at the moment, we're really struggling, conceding goals galore against Wimbledon. 4-2 defeat. I even tried to play it a bit safer in this game by holding on to possession, but they just blew us away. Although we did get the first goal of the game. Francis Arthur Owusu playing in this match with his 3rd goal. Was his 3rd goal or 4th? Well, we'll find out in a second. It was a 3rd minute goal. And that was a tidy finish from a Spencer Drury pass. It was his 4th goal of the season, so he has got off to a decent start this season. As you can see, they blew us away though. They turned it around to go 3-1 up thanks to a hat-trick from this guy, Roberto Inglese, an Italian. But Palmer gave us a little bit of hope. In fact, it was 4-1. It was 4-1 at this point. Palmer gave us a slim bit of hope, but it wasn't enough. We couldn't push forwards and get any more goals back in this game. It was quite an equal game, as you can see there. It's just Wimbledon took their chances. The defence fell apart today. Booty at left back was awful. Stephen Dean's not had a great start to the season. Last year Last year he was clearly our best player, but this year he's not been so good. Fisher and Walker didn't have the best games in the world either. So the defence they fell asleep essentially. However, we did manage to get an away win against Burton Albion, who were looking for revenge for that Checkatrade Trophy defeat against us, of course. I went defensive. In fact, this is what I did. I've now got an away tactic. It's got defensive fullbacks, so hopefully the fullbacks will hold back. The tactic is different. We've got it on defensive. We have still got it on higher tempo, but that's mainly to try and hit them on the break, pump it up the pitch, play to our strengths, get the ball to the strikers and get some shots on target. And it worked against Burton. We won 3-1. Very impressive win. 7th minute goal from Craig Palmer opened proceedings. Drury running through with pace, putting it across to Udder, who found Palmer, and he slotted it home. Udder then made it 2-0. Des Sheehan having to play in this game because of a midfield injury crisis, I'm afraid to announce. We'll have a look in a minute at all the players injured, but Des Sheehan came in. I don't know if this was his first game, but he's not played many anyway. They did get a goal back, but Udder confirmed victory in the 77th minute. Drury passing it to Palmer. Palmer and Udder were just fantastic in this game, and Palmer got his 2nd assist of the game, and Udder his 2nd goal of the game for his 5th goal of the season. However, at home, we've started to concede goals again as well. Which is a little bit annoying because I thought it was just away from home we were having problems, but it seems to be that at home as well the defence is a little bit leaky. Fisher didn't have a great game. Jenkinson was awful at left back. I don't know who to play at left back because both of them, Booty and Jenkinson, have been atrocious so far this season. It's not good. Philip Kachar unusually had a bad game as well. Most of the team wasn't great. The midfield weren't great either. It was only really Spencer Drury and Larry Udder that did anything in this game for us, and they grabbed us a point somehow. We actually went 1-0 down to a penalty, but Spencer Drury scored 2 goals to put us 2-1 up. I do think we were the better team in this game. It was end-to-end stuff though, looking at the chances you can see. Udder, good save by the keeper, and Spencer Drury stuck the rebound in and went over to this corner of the ground rather than the snake pit today. And like I said, he scored another goal to put us 2-1 up. An easy tap in. Stephen Dean free kick was kept out by Lawrence, but it was an awful save. However, Cambridge then had a resurgence before half-time and managed to turn it round to 3-2 to them, and we just pummeled them in the second half, trying to find an equaliser, and eventually, I'd sort of given up by this point, we managed to get an 84th minute goal. But look how many yellow cards we got in this game. We did get a fine after this match, and Stephen Dean has already picked up 5 yellow cards, so he's going to miss a game today, I'm afraid. Spencer Drury running through, great ball in, good assist, and Udder with an equaliser for his 6th goal of the season, which means he's our top goal scorer after only a few games. 6 starts, 3 sub appearances from him. He's on fire. Craig Palmer's playing well as well with 5 goals. Arthur Owusu with 4. It's all about our strikers because McGuigan and Drury also have 3 goals each. They are just banging them in. Assists wise, Garber's got 4. In 8 starts and 1 sub appearance. He's just about to come back from injury. Spencer Drury's already picked up 4 assists as well, as has Palmer with 3, Arthur Owusu with 2, Dibber and Udder also have 2 each. So those attacking players getting so many assists. Man of the match wise, Fisher has picked up 2, but his performances haven't been consistent. He's either played exceptionally well or very poor, so he needs to improve that consistency side of his game. But I see some potential there for him. You can see injury-wise, we've had problems in midfield. Luciano's injured at the moment. He's out for another 2 to 6 days. Diaz has just come back from a couple weeks injury. How many? 3-week injury. Garber's just getting back from a 3-week injury as well. Lee Orford's picked up a knock. Unfortunately, he's playing very well in the under-23s, so he might get his chance in the first team once again. But the other players are just playing so well. He's not really got a look in, as is, Brady Chick hasn't got a look in. Jack Young's come off the bench once. Don't really know why I did that, because I know some of you really don't like me giving him a chance. He probably won't play many games at all. Like I said, I might put him on the bench from time to time. If we're winning 3-0, we can throw Jack Young on, or maybe play him in the Checkatrade Trophy as well. But you can see Stephen Dean is suspended for this game against Blackburn Rovers. We're away from home, so we're going with the more defensive tactic, and we're also playing Brentford today at home. So the defensive tactic, we've got the defensive fullbacks. Hopefully we can hold Blackburn out. They're one of the favourites to go up. They've got Cristiano Ronaldo in charge, remember. And wish me luck because I'm going with Booty at left back. I didn't know who to play, Booty or Jenkinson. I've actually loaned out our third choice left back, Stuart Jenkins. He's gone to Tonbridge Angels. He's not good enough right now for the first team anyway, but we'll see how he gets on out on loan. Eamon Lynch has also gone out on loan to Oldham. Carlos Vidia has gone on loan to our affiliate, Kingstonian. And Kevin Miguel's gone back to Dorchester Town, which is actually where he started his career. So the team for today: Fuat Kachar in goal, of course. Tim Green at right back, looking to make up for that awful appearance earlier in the season. Fisher, I'm sticking with him at centre back, and Reece Walker. Those are the two that I want to create this partnership between them. Maybe it won't work. Maybe Danny Bye will have to come in. He's actually played most games already because we did have that Walker injury, and of course Danny Bye's been coming off the bench playing in midfield and defensive midfield as well. And he's actually got a better average rating than those two, so perhaps he will have his day once again. Booty's at left back. In the middle, we've got Dibber, Murray, and we're going with Des Sheehan today. Ollie Barber's come off the bench 3 times so far due to injuries, and he's done okay. Unfortunately, he's not really fit for this because he's been playing for the under-23s and playing very well for the under-23s. He's got 4 goals this season already in 6 games. Up front then, it's Dupp. They're back together again. The trio, better than MSN, better than anyone you can think of. It's Spencer Drury, Larry Udder and Craig Palmer. The bromance continues. Today we will find out if we really are title challengers or promotion challengers this season, because we've got Blackburn Rovers who are predicted to finish in the top 6, maybe top or second place, something like that. They're not having the best of starts to the season. They're actually only on 11 points, 8 behind us. But Brentford are only 2 behind us. They're looking to go straight back up after relegation, as are Middlesbrough, who are currently top of the table on goal difference just above us. But we're having a fantastic start to the season once again. Long may it continue. Blackburn are going with this. They're not playing Yahya. He's actually on the bench for Blackburn, as you can see. As always, please smash that like button. It would be very much appreciated. Can't believe we've got to episode 92 already, and it's only the end of February. It just shows how much I've loved this series so much. I've just not really had any thought to do anything else. I know I was known for Football Manager experiments for many, many years, but I haven't done one since, well, the end of FM16, probably September time or something like that. I've just not been motivated to do that sort of thing because I've been so motivated to do Regen Rovers. I've just found this save that I've loved so much, and that's always been a difficult thing for me on YouTube. As Blackburn get a free kick, and we survive. It's off the bar. The Champs to Champs City FM15 series was my longest running one, but this has now emulated that, as Blackburn take the lead through Angel Guni, a regen. It's 3rd goal of the season. They've been all over us to start with, and the defensive tactic hasn't really worked so far. We're going to have to attack at some point, otherwise we're not going to get back in this game, I suppose, unless we can counter Blackburn as they try and push forward for a 2nd goal. Here's Christensen into Winters. Tim Green can't win that, and he's been beaten completely, and we're 2-0 down already, and this isn't working. I think we're going to have to go over the attacking one, because this just the home tactic, the more attacking tactic, because this isn't working today. It worked against Burton Albion, but maybe I just got lucky, because we've been murdered so far in the first half an hour of this game. We've dropped down to 4th place as Brentford take the lead against Chesterfield. Come on, lads. Here's Des Sheehan. Tim Green up to no one, and Reece Walker steps in wonderfully well but gives the ball away. But here's Des Sheehan again into Spencer Drury, who finds Sheehan, the Irishman, our oldest player in the team. Here's Udder into Patrick Dibber. Craig Palmer, can we get a goal back? We can. It's a fantastic strike from Craig Palmer for his 6th goal of the season. He's level with Larry Udder now. Who knows? I have no idea who's going to be top goal scorer this season, because it's all the strikers are scoring. Lovely, lovely finish actually. Keeper maybe should have done a little bit better. But we're back in the game, and for whatever reason, the attacking tactic is working better than the defensive one today. I don't know which one to use. How do I know which one to use going into a match if both of them just work against different teams differently? It's pretty annoying. Apparently Des Sheehan is in danger of being booed. Well, that's not great. I'm going to play him as an advanced playmaker in his more natural position. He needs to step it up. Booty once again, terrible, and terrible from Tim Green on the other flank. I'm now playing defensive fullbacks in the home tactic as well. I just don't trust them. They're just playing awfully. So I thought maybe if they're more defensive, they will be more effective, but it's not the case. Spencer Drury's not having the best day today either. I have told him to dribble less on the other tactics, so we'll do the same for this one as well. Okay, second half, can we get back into this? Craig Palmer has given us hope, but here come Blackburn. Fisher defends well, but they're back on the ball. Can Tim Green put a tackle in? No, he can't. He's given away a penalty instead. That was just the most pathetic penalty given away ever. He just stood there and nudged the player over. I don't understand what Tim Green was trying to do there. There was no danger. No immediate danger anyway. And it looks like we're going to go 3-0 down unless Furkachar can pull off his inner Lisa Zealous. He can't quite reach it. And we're 3-1 down. I think all three players that have scored against us have got their third goal of the season. But we've been dominated by Blackburn Rovers. It just shows the quality that Blackburn have. They've spent big money on certain players this season. Cristiano Ronaldo has been given money to spend, and he spent it. But here's Larry Udder trying to get us back in. He's hit the crossbar. So unlucky. Almost back in the game once again. This season, it's just going to be like this. We're either going to get beaten quite convincingly or win in a goal-heavy game. The first draw of the whole season for us was against Cambridge, and you know how much we used to draw games. It seems to be the other way around. I'm going to take off Udder, and I'm going to take off Paddy Murray for Luke Holland, who's just come back from a suspension after that ridiculous red card. Don't think it's happening for us today. We'll bring on McGuigan for Spencer Drury. It's not been his day. And we're going to pump it, go long, just try and get back into this game. We're against the team we should be losing against, to be honest. It's not the end of the world, and we're away from home. Making excuses. Sorry. Here come Blackburn again, looking to punish us. We've conceded so many goals this season. I think we've conceded, that's the fourth of the game. We've conceded the joint highest number of goals going into this game, but we've also scored the most goals out of any team this season. It just shows. We're entertaining the fans, that's for certain. But 4-1, it's not good enough. Never mind. Walker blasts it up. Palmer's the only one that's actually done anything today. 4-1 is the final score. Oh, blood. Tim Green, 5.1. I think we'll just go back to normal fullbacks, because the defensive fullback certainly isn't working. That is for sure. Oh, bloody hell. Who do I play at left back? Do I not play fullbacks? Do I play... No, I think I have to stick with this. I'm going to go for balance rather than fairly narrow, though. Maybe tighter marking or close down more. One or the other. Either we try and win the ball back further up the pitch, or we invite the pressure on, which we're not good at. I think we're going to go for a high intensity, close them down. We'll go for a defensive line that's relatively normal. Well, it is normal. Just change things up a bit, I think. We won't get the players to sit narrower anymore. And that worked for a while, but it's not working anymore. The fullback's terrible this season. And we've got 2 more suspensions. It's all doom and gloom today, I'm afraid. But it's not really. We're second in the table. If we just have a look, though. Goals conceded. Yeah, we've conceded the most goals in the league, but we've also scored the most. We are ridiculous. And we're getting loads of yellow cards, because Dibber and Murray have both picked up 5 yellow cards each this season. It is crazy. That's just... Our style of play is very intense. We get in the faces of players, we get yellow cards, we get goals, we concede goals. It's entertaining football. That's what... I mean, it would be such a fun experience going along to the Regen Rovers Stadium and watching Regen Rovers every week. Or going on the road and watching them away. Because you're guaranteed goals, you're guaranteed yellows, you're more often than not guaranteed a red card. Thrilling entertainment. At least Mohamed Garba is back in training, but probably not fit enough for this game against Brentford today. We're going to attack. We have to attack Brentford. We don't know anything else, do we? We've played them once before and we beat them, and I think it was in the FA Cup, wasn't it? And it was a bit of a shock at the time. Okay. Time to make some changes. Tim Green will come out for Stephen Dean. Booty's going to come out for Jenkinson. I just have no idea who to play left back. They're all awful. Reece Walker's average rating's dropped off now. As is, all the Furkachar. We're going to stick with Dupp up front, but the rest of the team I don't really know. I think Luke Holland in the middle is a sensible option. I think Garber's going to have to play. And Diaz as well, actually. We played Diaz and Garber. Sheehan can go on the bench. Okay, we'll go with this. Kachar in goal. Dean, Fisher, Walker and Jenkinson. We need a much better display from our defence today. Garber in the attacking role in midfield. Holland in the ball-winning midfielder role. And Diaz as the deep line playmaker. Up front, we've got Dupp. And I'm just going to improve the morale of these tricks that I learnt from Mr. Fox in the Box FM. I didn't know about the praise conduct thing and how that pretty much works every time. If you just speak to the players, it just gives them a morale boost. And we know how important morale is on FM17. It's been important for the last few editions of Football Manager, and it can really help if your players are feeling confident. Obviously, you could praise their recent form or something else, but if they've not been playing very well recently, and you don't really want to criticise them too much, or their morale's just dropped because of a bad defeat, then you can just speak to them like this. This is a massive game. 2nd versus 4th. Possibility of going top if results go our way. Possibility of dropping out the playoffs if results don't go our way. So it really is a massive game. Their man up front is Ike Ugbo, who looks pretty dangerous. He's pacey, isn't he? They've got some good players. They were in the Championship, of course, for the last few seasons until last year when they got relegated. Let's hope Garber can unleash some pain on his ex-club. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. I'm feeling happy, despite that 4-1 defeat against Blackburn. I'm positive still because we've got a good start to the season. We know that we can score goals. It's just a question of trying to keep them out at the back and trying to find a formula that works as well, because it might be something to do with the tactic rather than the players. Perhaps we've just stopped being able to play, the fullbacks in particular, but now they're carving over the centre-backs, and we survived. Futkachar tipped onto the post. We're just a bit shaky at the back. No confidence. Maybe we do need Danny Bai back there to instill some confidence. Perhaps Fisher coming into the team wasn't the right decision. I don't know. He's played very well at times, though. That's the thing. Just other times he's been below average. And Reece Walker's not had the best of games recently either. So, I don't know. They're both going for the ball there. Perhaps it really is. We need that understanding between Danny Bai and Reece Walker back in the team. Here's Garber losing the ball. That's poor from him. But Holland does well. Here's Spencer Drury who scores. Spencer Drury is back after that injury. I thought it might be a little bit of a slow start to the season for him, but he's got his 4th goal of the season. It was a good tackle from Luke Holland. That's why I signed him, to be in the middle, to making tackles, and that's what he did to perfection there. And it was a lovely finish from Spencer Drury to put us 1-0 up. Perhaps we should try and hold on to the ball now rather than going direct passing. Let's retain possession, play it through the middle. We're actually very good at holding on to the ball. We score some lovely goals by keeping hold of it. I just like that intensity from us. As we go, it's 1-1. Ike Ugbo. Futkachar, what is wrong with him at the moment? That was a really strange decision to come out for that. And Reece Walker couldn't win the header. But why is Futkachar all the way over there? It just lobs into the back of the net. And that's really, really poor. We've been the second best team in this according to the statistics. Fisher, 6.4 from him. I think it's time to bring Danny Bai back into the team. Fisher had a great start to his Regen Rovers career, but it's all gone wrong now. Okay, I'm bringing Danny Bai on at half time, in fact. We're making the change now. Stephen Dean at right back. What on earth has happened to him? I just don't know. We're going to retain possession. We're going to do something a bit different in this second half. See if we can pass our way through Brentford. Any points against Brentford, though, is a good result for us, considering they're the team that's just got relegated. They should be the ones beating us and moving to the top of the table. At the moment, it's Swindon Town at the top of the table as results stand. Here's a free kick to Brentford again. Looking dangerous. They've just cut us open, but the finish is not what was required from them. Ooh, we've just been sliced open so easily. Let's make a change up front. Craig Palmer's coming off for McGuigan. Diaz and Garber are knackered because they've only just come back from injury, but we will keep them on for now. We might bring Ollie Barber on for Garber in a bit. Let's just give a passionate team talk. We'll encourage the lads. Still being brave and keeping it on attacking. Maybe it's a bit stupid as they come forwards here. Looking very dangerous. And we get a good block in. Reece Walker does his job that time. Diaz slams it up the pitch. Drury can't win in the header, but Garber. Now can we counter? No, we can't. The game's not letting us. Okay, I'm gonna make a change. Garber's going to come off for Ollie Barber, who's impressed me in the under-23, so let's give him a chance. He's going to play as an advanced playmaker and support. A nervous 20 minutes ahead. I do not want to lose this game. I would take a draw right now if I'm honest, but I'm still going to attack. Because that's what we know. Here's McGuigan. Can he use his pace to beat his man? He's got lucky. And, oh, I thought it was going to be a penalty. Danny Bai wins the header. Ollie Barber can't win that though. And here come Brentford on the counter-attack. Come on, defence. No! We've been sliced open again, and that's 2-1. What is wrong with my... I just don't understand what is happening to the defence. They're literally not doing anything at the moment. They just ran through Reece Walker. That's a long ball over the top. Reece Walker couldn't do anything, and Ugbo gets his second goal of the game, and Fuchs just didn't. Why didn't he dive on the floor? He just ran to the striker. Why? It's annoying. And we're going to go back to direct football. This is what got us I can't talk now. It's what got us the goal. In fact, let's move Ollie Barber into a more familiar role. Can we get back into this? We've only had 4 shots in the entire game. I guess we don't really deserve it. But Barber steps in well. Here's Spencer Drury's going backwards. Holland over the top to McGuigan. Here's Larry Udder, who finds Spencer Drury. It's all the way back to Diaz. Oh, what was that from Diaz? You got 17 on passing, my friend. That was pathetic. And Brentford come forwards again, but Jenkinson does something right for once. And Barber's played it over the top. Here's Larry Udder. He has to score. He doesn't. It's even caught by the goalkeeper as well. It's not our day, is it? This episode, it's not been for us. Spencer Drury into Larry Udder. We need a comeback just like in the last episode. Here's Barber. He's found McGuigan. Oh, he gets the goal. It's his 4th goal of the season. Lovely stuff. And can we turn this around now? 2-2. Great interplay between the strikers. That's what we do best. We're never out of games, are we, when we've got these lethal strikers. Look at this. Larry Udder. It was actually Ollie Barber with the assist. A lovely little ball through. Maybe we should give Barber some more opportunities this season. McGuigan with the finish though. And all my strikers, they're just scoring goals. It's brilliant to see. Can we get a third? There's 15 minutes to go. Jenkinson can't win that header, but Danny Bai should mop that up. Our captain, looking to reclaim his first team place. Fuchs slams it up. Unfortunately, the ball's given away, and Brentford are going to come forwards now. Uh-oh, this looks dangerous. Reece Walker, do something, please. Get your ginger hair in the way, I don't care. Do something. Jenkinson does well. Into Diaz. All the way up to Udder. Oh, Spencer Drury can't win that, but here comes Jenkinson storming forwards. What a ball in, Spencer Drury! What a comeback. What a ball from Jenkinson, though. And it's his 5th goal of the season for Spencer Drury. And now we're going to try and hold on to this, okay? Ridiculous game of football once again from us. It's just what we do, isn't it? Make games a little bit difficult for ourselves. Can we hang on to this one though? I don't have any other subs, so I'm going to have to leave 3 up front. But let's just hold on to the ball. What a goal that was though. Jenkinson did so well to storm forwards. Look at this. He's done absolutely nothing all season, but that is a fantastic ball in, and that is a brilliant finish from Spencer Drury. That's the Spencer Drury from last season. Here's Danny Bai. Diaz, nothing stupid, guys. Here's Stephen Dean, Ollie Barber, McGuigan heads it on, but he can't use his pace to win that. However, Luke Holland picks up the ball. A 4th goal would do very nicely. Here's Larry Udder, back to Spencer Drury. Here's Diaz, Ollie Barber, McGuigan. Oh, 4-2. What a finish that was as well. And Ollie Barber with another assist. Perhaps he's the man to play in the middle for us now. Maybe I shouldn't get a bit too ahead of myself, but that was a lovely little ball through from him. First time, little reverse. Well, it's not reverse, just a pass with his left foot. And McGuigan, a delightful finish for his 2nd goal of the game. I was thinking McGuigan could be better than Palmer. He looks almost better than him already. Maybe he will be the new man. It won't be Dup, it will be Dumb or Mud nowadays. Who knows? But Brentford, once again, looking for a third. Oh, it's a good save that time by Fukuchar. This has been a remarkable comeback from us, after it looked like we were dead and buried at one point. Can we hang on now? Oliver, this is going to be a third. Oh, Fukuchar keeps it out, and it's another corner. We're clinging on here. Look at all the fans in the snake pit. They're loving it. And the Jack Young stand as well, as Barber heads that away. He's been phenomenal. We're top of the table as things stand. Still 4 minutes to go. It could still end badly for us if we concede here, because Brentford will be on a high. Let's keep this out, guys. Come on, Stephen Dean blocks it. Ollie Barber, he's been brilliant. So much praise for him. It's deserved though. Larry finds Jenkinson, who's charging forwards. He's found McGuigan. Oh, what a save. It was a really good volley from McGuigan, and the keeper tipped it over the bar. And Diaz takes the corner all the way back to Luke Holland, who can't win it. And that's probably going to be the end of this phase of play, unless Holland can do something here. What's he doing? He's had a shot, and the keeper collects it. Free kick from Brentford right at the death. Oh, it's an awful shot. That was terrible. And we've won 4-2. What a win. Spencer Drury, man of the match with 2 goals. But shout out to McGuigan, 8.6, 2 goals. And Ollie Barber with 2 assists, 7.6. Holland and Jenkinson also got assists. Danny Bai, is he the key? He came on, we did concede a goal, but suddenly we seem like a different team. Perhaps it's just too early for Fisher to come into this team and be the number 1 centre-back alongside Reece Walker. Let's go with Danny Bai. I think we have to for now. Fisher will get his opportunity at some point, I'm sure. But thank you for watching today's episode. There was so many goals. This is what's going to happen this season. I think it's just be so many goals at both ends of the pitch. Exciting stuff. I will see you in episode 93 of Regen Rovers.